It's time to go!
Hello everyone and welcome to Crawled and the Bansters. This is our live Dortmund versus Bayern Munich game. I hope everyone's all right. Sorry to everyone that was in Craig Anfield Agenda's stream. Unfortunately, he's been having really big problems with Hot Mic and YouTube. I don't know if it's the internet today where he is, but he couldn't hear me. I could hear him. But unfortunately, he had to pull the string because everything was going wrong, unfortunately. So what we're going to do is I'll just come straight on our one. I'm all set up. Got Claude. He was 3-0, thank God. And we're going to carry on with the live commentary of the game. We're half hour was gone. Want to welcome everyone in. Sorry that we're late. But like I said, I'll just say it again quickly. I was on Craig Anfield Agenda's stream. But unfortunately, he's having so many problems with the internet, with Hot Mic and YouTube itself. He couldn't hear anything. So I thought I'd jump on here and Dortmund's on the attack quickly. Haaland, he shoots. Oh, he saved. How you doing, Claude? You okay?
All right, mate. You're right. Yeah. No, well, it's a late one now. You dragged me out. And nice to see everyone in the chat. Evening, Alex. Evening, Gio. Evening, everyone. Evening, Jake. Everyone, Delwyn. Evening. Good evening.
Yeah, Delwyn, CG, Jake. Yeah, I hope you're all well. Thank you for coming over and watching us. Sammy, thank you. Omar, Gio. Gio. But what I've seen in the game so far, the first sort of 15 minutes over on Craig before it all went a bit tits up. Dortmund have played really well. They've had a few chances.
Well, that artificial sound, that really sounds like it's really good, man. That's really good.
It comes in. Hummels on the far post. Oh, it's still there. Hummels in, headers it, and it's wide of the post. Quickly, Claude, let's get your predictions on the game. Who do you think is going to win and how many goals, mate?
I think it'll be a draw. 1-1 draw or 0-0, but I think it'll be a draw.
Well, I did say 3-1 to Bayern Munich at the beginning of the game, but looking at it, Dortmund have had the better chances. And that's only because Sancho he's been left on the bench again, Claude. I mean, what do you make of that?
Yeah, well, maybe he's carrying something that they're trying to be careful with him. You know what I mean? And maybe he's carrying a knock. I don't know. But it is a mystery. Well, we'll see. I'm trying to get I've lost the pictures again, so you have to keep me informed, mate.
Commons in the box. Oh, Dortmund have saved it, and they're on the attack now. It's been quite into-win when the attack's going. Haaland's through. He's through on goal. He threw a goal in the area. Oh, well got back. He still got it. Oh, it's unbelievable that. He should have shot. It took too long there. But now it's Lewandowski. Bayern Munich are on the attack now.
End to end at the moment, isn't it?
I mean, it's still a little bit weird without the crowd and hearing the noise and that, the atmosphere. Claude, I don't know how you feel about it. I know they're playing some sort of noise you were saying. I couldn't hear it.
You can't hear it. Can you hear it? I could hear it on mine. They were playing the sound.
How you doing? We've got Stan in the ass. Hope you're well, mate. Who is winning? No one's winning at the moment. It's still 0-0, but it has been a good game so far. Fionana. Sorry if I've spelt that, said that wrong. Sammy's going 2-1 by Sancho is unfit, one Arsenal winger said. Delwyn said, yeah, weird Sancho not start. Melina's in the chat. Hope you're well, Melina. DJ Samuel. Dortmund, no, still ain't it. Yeah, I was saying, I don't know if you heard Claude at the beginning of the stream when I was on Craig's. I was saying that this is a big clash. It's obviously they're both going for the title. Hold up, Dortmund's in here. Sorry, Bayern Munich. No, they've got it back. Bayern Munich are 4 points clear at the top at the moment before this game. if they win today, that puts them 7 points clear.
Yeah, that'd be curtains then if they get that. Yeah,
it's got to be, because there'd only be 6 games left, and that means that, you know, more or less Bayern Munich's got to lose 2 and draw 1. Can you see that happening?
No, I can't. I think it's important that Dortmund get this win, actually, because I don't think Bayern will lose many.
Yeah. Yaz Diesel might be joining us for the second half, so watch your space. Dortmund, and I've got the attack here. Hazard on the left. They're in the. Oh, he's in. Oh no. He's got a chance here. Oh, what a poor cross! What a poor cross from Brandt. Poor cross there. We've got Simpy in the house. How you doing, mate? Liam, hope you're good. Thank you, everyone, for coming over and joining our stream. Let me tell you, we are live on OpMic. So if you go and download OpMic from the Apple App Store or Google Play Store, it's all free. Use our code CBS301, and then you'll be able to hook up your app with your TV, and you'll be able to listen to our commentary over the TV instead of listening to Owen Hargreaves and whoever else is on BT Sport. So go and do that now on OpMic. Download it. Use our code CBS301, and then you'll be able to, as Gnabry's in the... Oh, it's unlucky. Yeah, you'll be able to hook up your app and listen to our commentary. It's a brilliant, even though Craig's having a bit of problems, we've had a bit of problems with it. It's a fantastic app, and especially with the Watchalongs. Such a great thing to be able to listen to our own commentary, especially when obviously Arsenal and Liverpool and that come back. It's going to be great. And when you've signed up, obviously go over and give Craig Anfield a gen.
Sorry about that.
That's all right. We've got Karen in the house. Good evening, guys. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Karen.
Hello, Karen. How are you? I hope you're well, Karen. Do miss your little chats with me outside the Emirates, and I hope you're well anyway. And you know, let's hope we can all see each other again very, very soon. What minute have you got on there at the moment?
Well, 36, 17 seconds, 18 seconds.
Right. I'm just a minute behind you, yeah. So, all right. Yeah.
Yes. Everyone, when you're on OpMic, please, when you're on there, please.
Working now then?
It's working for us. We've got Melina over on OpMic. Big up, Claude and Terry. Alex, hi, guys. Connor from Anfield. So sorry that this has happened, mate. You know, it's not a problem. It's nothing personal, mate. You know, I mean, don't worry. I said it to Craig and all. You know, these things happen, unfortunately. He's put, hey, Terry, apologies for the issues earlier. Great to have you on for a few minutes. Laugh out loud. Not a problem. Not a problem, honestly. Thank you for having me on, and hopefully we can do it again soon. Alex says, put that wine away, Claude. One Arsene Wenger said, not a lot going on OpMic. I switched to OpMic. Thank you very much. I will be looking, so keep your comments coming over there. But to help our channel grow and get bigger, we really need you to sign up to OpMic and like and share the videos. That will really help us out and keep the channel growing and getting forward and getting the word out there to getting more subscribers. So, I mean, once we've finished our streams, the only thing we ask you to do is to obviously like and share our videos, please. Getting back to the game, we're 37 minutes in. Dortmund look the more likely team to score in my eyes at the moment. Big clash of the title table clash today. I mean, Dortmund really need to win this game, Claude.
Yeah, at the moment, it's quite a good game, very open. Wait a minute. What am I seeing there? I know, good clearance there. Yeah, so...
He's through. Oh, great defending there by Hummels. That is absolutely great defending. Just a little bar to push him over, to get him off balance, and he's gone over. Honestly, let me watch this again. It's just experienced, brilliant defending, that is. We can do with someone like him. Would you take him at at Arsenal, Claude?
Cool. Would I? Have you seen our defenders? Jesus. Anyway.
So, so come on, everyone. Give us your predictions and who you think's going to win. Bayern Munich or Dortmund?
Oh.
Here we go. Bayern Munich on the attack. Cross comes in, comes over in the middle. There's no one there. There's only Lewandowski. Oh, what a crack! Oh, from outside the box. Keeper saves it. That was an unbelievable shot from outside the box here. Who was it who shot this? 18. Oh, I don't know how you say his name, Claude. Goretzka.
Yeah, Goretzka.
Great shot from outside the box. And they're still on the attack here. And it looks like it's a corner for Bayern Munich. Maestro has put Pavard is absolutely quality. Sean C. Ireland for 75 million or Lewandowski for 35 million. Oh, that's a good question, Claude.
Sorry, go again.
Sean said Ireland for 75 million or Lewandowski for 35 million.
You know what? Ireland, because it's the future, isn't it?
Exactly. I would say that, Claude. I definitely agree with you, mate.
The future. Yeah, I just seen that shot, mate. Yeah.
Michael said 2-1 to Dortmund. Ryan says 1-1. Some brilliant young players in the game. Karen says, come on, Dortmund. I'm blooming 8 by him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's come through. They're on the attack. Oh, is that another corner? No, place kick. Place kick. Oliver said, Hummels is crap now. In the World Cup, he was like a donkey, him and Botan. Delwyn Jones said 3-2 to Bayern, but it might be 1 goal. Sam Fisher said, Claude, would you take Delaney for Arsenal? He looks like a rugged CDM.
Delaney. Did you say Delaney?
Yeah, Delaney for Dortmund.
Yeah. Yeah, at the moment, I'd say we do. That's what we do need at the moment. But it'll come quite. It wouldn't be that expensive, would it? Either, I don't think.
No, exactly. We've got Chadwick Moffat in the house. How you doing, Chadwick? He said we're watching our midfielders should play. Makes me just realise how shit our midfield is. Well, what's the matter with Shaka? What's the matter with Shaka, Chadwick? Melina says, big up everyone in the chat. Thank you, Melina. Oh, Bayern Munich here. Oh, he tried to dink it in. It's unlucky. Munich in this last 10 minutes have come right back into this game now. It looks like Munich are going to score, the most likely to score now, where it's been Dortmund for the first half hour. Still on the attack. Gnabry, Lewandowski, Gnabry. Cross comes in. Dortmund only clear it a little bit. Davis. Muller back to Davis. He's through. He shoots. He's dinks it. What a goal. What a goal. Absolute fantastic goal there from number 32. Who's that? 32? What an absolute cracking goal this is, Claude. Just outside the...
And he's behind you on here. I'm just behind you on
his head, Claude. What a cracking goal. Fantastic goal.
I'll probably see it in a minute because I'm behind you.
Muller and Davis was playing about with it, and he gets it again just outside the area, dinks it with his right foot in the top left ankle. What an absolute cracking goal. Superb goal. Oh, the keeper, what is he doing? He's absolutely mucked this up, the keeper. He's got a complete hand to it. What is he doing? He's tried to tip it over the bar, but he's flaps at it and he's gone back on his hand. Oh, my God. Ridiculous. What a great goal, though. Munich 1-0 up, 43 minutes gone. Fantastic goal.
What time was the goal? Because I didn't come up on it.
About 43, 45. Now Gnabry's on the attack. Bayern Munich here. Muller's on the right-hand side. Cross comes over. There's no one at the back post. No one at the back post. Chadwick, thank you for your contribution, mate. He's put Claude for next season, maybe getting new players in central midfield. How would you like Arsenal midfield to play? Can you hear us, Claude? We will get him. He's just froze for a minute, Chadwick, so we're getting back as soon as we possibly can. We've got Chadwick. Hey, boys, thank you very much for signing up to Hot Mike. Chadwick, just as Dortmund are on the attack here, but Bayern got it clear. Sammy Guna, very open game so far. Thank you so much for downloading it. One Arsenal winger, close game, but I'll go for Bayern. CG says 2-1 Bayern. We're still waiting for Claude to come back, unfortunately, Chadwick, but I'll leave your comment up there for a minute. Delwyn Jones has put poor keeper, definitely. Yep, he's definitely frozen. He's definitely frozen. I will leave your comment up because it's a super chat at the moment, Chadwick. We'll get called back as soon as we possibly can. Mr. Arsenal Podcast. Hey, lads, how you doing? Really well, thanks, mate. I'm glad that you're watching live with us. Is that Budicon? This isn't working. If Claude is not on the same stream, it's pissing me off. Put a time in a corner. We'll try and definitely do that next time, mate. Karen Russell, the Mr. Arsenal Podcast. How are you? Claude didn't freeze. It's a prank. Do you think Leeds United got robbed in 1975 Championship? Are you back, Claude? Can you hear us?
Yeah, sorry. What was that? Sorry, that question, Chadwick. Sorry, I was my internet's playing up again tonight. I thought it was getting all right. Yeah. So what was the question?
Just before I ask you the question, Claude, just let everyone know it's half time in the German game. Dortmund 0, Bayern Munich 1. It was a fantastic shot, little chip over the keeper, but the keeper should have saved it and tipped it over the bar. But it's 1-0 at half-time to Bayern Munich. Chadwick Moffat has asked Claude, he said, for next season, maybe getting new players in central midfield, how would you like Arsenal midfield to play?
Yeah, similar, really, but we need better players. That's all. We need. I think someone like Thomas Party in the midfield, someone like that, and what else we need? We need a good central defender as well. But the midfielder, there's one or two players just need to be moved about in midfield. I think that's all. I don't think. There's a lot. There's not a great deal if it's organized. If it's organized properly, you know what I'm saying. We'll see. Yeah. But Thomas Party, someone like that to come in, even that guy that you're talking about there for Dortmund wouldn't be a bad idea, was it? Is it?
What, the lady or?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he could be a good addition to our squad next season.
You got man from Orient here said Hazard and Bannet simply can't replace Ruiz and Sanchez. Totally agree. I think they need to play more discipline. Chadwick's put Claude Kuram. How you doing, mate? I've not seen you in the chat before. Thank you for coming over, mate. Claude, what are your thoughts on Coutinho on loan?
Yeah, is he the player he was? He's gone a bit down. He's not doing that great, but he is an upgrade on what we've got at the moment. That's for sure. So, squad player, yeah. But if it's I don't know, on loan, it wouldn't be a bad idea. What we've got to lose?
No, exactly. Exactly what I was saying to Craig when he asked me the question. At the end of the day, you know, I would take Coutinho in a heartbeat over some of the players we've got at Arsenal now. But do we need Do we need to get a player like Coutinho in that position? No, we've got.
Well, that's the problem. But he could play in Ozil's position, couldn't he?
Yeah, he could do if we got him. But
Yeah.
for me personally, we need a central defender, a DM midfielder, and a central defender more.
We do need a replacement for Ozil, though. We need that top because he ain't going to be. He probably won't be there next season. So we do need a player in that position. So yeah, you got a good point.
CG, I will try my best. The only problem is for us at the moment, we don't use OBS like Anfield Agenda and everyone else do. We use StreamYard, but I will try my best, mate. If not, I will get over on OBS and try and do that.
What's that, Terry?
CG is saying game time and the score in the corners. I will try my very best, mate. Sam Fisher's put, Claude, you should give some of the Arsenal players shaving tips. Some of their quarantine hair looks shocking, laugh out lad.
Yeah, they're laziness, isn't
it? One Arsene Wenger.
Maybe, yeah, they could, but one usually shapes, aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. One Arsene Wenger said, Nottingham Forest or Leeds United.
Both two great clubs. That Leeds United team was special, and Nottingham Forest. They're two great clubs.
Sean said, would you take Gnabry back for Aubameyang?
See, Aubameyang, different players, aren't they, really? So, yeah. I would love Gnabry back. I'd love him back, but we're not going to get him back, are we? Why would he come back to us when he's playing one of the best teams in Europe? Let's get realistic here, mate.
I mean, at the end of the day, look, as you said, they play in two different positions for me. If the only way I'd get rid of Aubameyang is if we do a straight swap with Ireland. Would you go for that, Claude?
Oh, definitely, yeah. Definitely. Even Werner, I'll tell you, even Werner.
Yeah. Derwin Jones, I don't like Coutinho where he left to our club. The way he left your club, is that what you mean, Derwin? Sorry, mate. Omar said Dortmund always bottle it when it matters. AD Gamer said John Terry or Rio Ferdinand.
Both great, both different type of centre halves, really, but both great players. In their own way, I know. But Ferdinand for me.
Who?
Well, Ferdinand, better footballer.
See, I think I would go for John Terry. I just think John Terry, when he played, he just put everything on the line, everything all the time. I mean, look at that header he done when he got kicked in the head by Diaby. I think in the final, wasn't it? He just puts everything on the line. So, and that just reminds me a little bit more of Tony Adams. Nowhere near as good as Tony Adams, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, he put the badges on his art, you know what I mean? And that's the way he played football. Sam Fisher said, orange juice, Claude?
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
Sam said, Claude, Ramsey not doing well with Juventus. Should we bring him back for a year or two and cut his wages?
Rabiot, who?
Ramsey.
No. Forget it. That ship has sailed, mate. I don't want no injury prone. Forget it.
What else we got here? We got Omar said Terry. Karen said, oh no, that's Alex Wilden. Show the game. What do you mean show the game? I don't know what you mean there, mate. How good would Aubameyang look at Man United?
Yeah, it would look good there. He'd look good at any club. I mean, he's a top player, isn't he? I mean, any of the top sides he get in.
Yeah.
He's a top player. We're lucky to have him, but I'm sure he'll be there next season. So I'm certain he'll be there next season.
I think there's no way.
I'm very confident that he's going to be there next season.
Same here. I really do. I mean, all these people that keep saying that apparently he said he wants to leave, he wants to go, he's not signing a deal. I don't believe that. Listen, let's be honest. We all know what Arsenal's like now. It wouldn't surprise me if we waited until deadline day to announce that Aubameyang is staying and he signed a 2-year deal. It really wouldn't surprise me. Sean, I don't know how you can say this is a serious question, but he said Park Chung-Yun or Inamoto.
Welcome to him.
Oh, sorry.
Should have done it.
Which one would you go for, Claude?
Who? Park Chung-Yun? No, come on, let's Inamoto. Jesus Christ! Don't ever remind me of him, mate.
This one's a good one, and it's an odd one. AD Gamer said Lampard or Gerrard.
Sorry, mate. I'm just adjusting something here. What was that?
Lampard or Gerrard?
Gerrard for me. No, actually, it's different. That is another difficult. Lampard did get a lot of goals, didn't he? Yeah, it's different. Once again, I'd say I'm going to go Gerrard. I'm going to Gerrard.
Do you know what? Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard because they are such great players, really. But I think I would go Lampard, just because he was like a Robert Perez. He just scores goals all the time, and that's what you want from a midfielder. He's got everything else, and I'm not saying that Gerrard don't score goals, but for me, Lampard, he scored loads of goals. Karen, I totally agree with you. She said, I don't believe any of it. I actually think that both Saka and Aubameyang have signed new contracts. So do I. I really do believe that. But only time will tell, Karen. She said Gerrard for me. Delwyn Jones said Gerrard. Tayyib has said Lampard all the way. Hello, Michael. Hope you're well. He said, evening, gents. Randy Fiper said, would you rather be stuck with Ty for the whole week or still have Arsene Wenger as your Arsenal manager? I think that one could be for you, Claude.
Stuck with Ty for a week, or
would you rather be stuck with Ty for a whole week?
Stuck with Ty for a week.
Archie said Gerrard. Mohammed.
Let's not talk about this. Is George Graham Day today? George Graham Day. Forget Arsene. Today we should be talking about our greatest manager, in my opinion.
Yeah.
George Graham.
Yeah. No, I do agree with you there, mate. Do agree with you there. Mohammed, how you doing, mate? He said, Terry, who do you think the most deluded Premier League fans? Arsenal, Liverpool, or Arsenal reserves?
The most what?
Who do you think the most deluded Premier League fans are? I think the most. Well, I don't.
No, it's hard to say. I think every club's got their funny people, their delusional people, haven't they? Every fan.
You get
our fan base takes some beating, mate. I've got to say, it does take some beating when it comes to that. So,
Kieran said, "Forget about Thomas Partey. He's coming to United."
Maybe, but we'll see. All depends who offers the most money at the end of the day.
Just quickly, because second half will be starting, I just want to shout out Hot Mic again. For anyone that hasn't got Hot Mic, please go and download it from Apple Play Store or Google Play Store. Download the app and then sign up. It's all free. Use our code. It's CBS301, and then that will sign you up to our channel. And then once you've done that, you can sync your app up to your TV if you're watching the football on your TV or your laptop, and you can sync your app with your TV, and you can hear our commentary. So it's like a fan cam commentary like you used to get on Sky Sports. So please go and download it, sign up, CBS 301, and then every time we do watch-alongs football watch-alongs, Arsenal watch-alongs, UFC watch-alongs, boxing watch-alongs. You can listen to our commentary and get our live reactions while the game's going on. And then once you've done that, please, it doesn't cost anything to help us keep growing the channel and moving forward. If you can like and share and subscribe, that would be absolutely brilliant. We would really appreciate that. So please go and do that. What else we got here? We've got Ashish says, bring Sancho on for second half. I totally agree with you. I don't know about you, Claude.
Yeah, they'll probably bring him on. Yeah, they will bring him on now. They're losing the game probably in about 60 minutes. I think maybe this might be something to do with his fitness, you know. He might be carrying a knock because he's quite valuable asset to them at the moment with the market coming up in after the season's ended. So I think it could be he could come on maybe for the last half an hour.
Yeah. Kuram has said United looking scary. Imagine if they get Sancho and Ndidi or something. Weird Dyer have to get Party. Yeah, they will. I mean, they don't get me wrong. They will look a scary team if they do get these players. But I mean, that's only if it happens. So we'll have to wait and see for that. Chadwick Moffat said, Claude, when Wenger resigned, is it true that you wanted Mick McCarthy?
No, Mick McCarthy. Where'd you get all this rubbish from?
AD Gamer said, would you have swapped Alexis for Hazard at Arsenal?
Alexis for who?
Hazard. I'm assuming he means Eden Hazard.
No, I loved Alexis. I'm a big fan of Alexis, man. I think he was an incredible player. I loved it. I love Alexis. I know it didn't go well in the end, but
Kieran, obviously a Man United.
Anyways, the second half, I can't.
Kieran's obviously a Man United.
I can't get any straight
back. Yeah, no, it's the players are out on the pitch now, Claude. Is that that's yeah, he's come on, isn't he? Yeah, so the table stands now. Bayern Munich are on 64 points and Dortmund are on 57 points. I think that's game, set, and match if Dortmund don't come back and win this, Claude. I think Claude has froze again. Can you hear us, Claude? No, I think Claude has froze again. Kickoff has now happened. Second half is underway. And Dortmund, they just give it away here to Bayern. Gnabry, Lewandowski. Get it. Oh, unlucky. A corner for Bayern Munich here. Danny Douglas, how you doing, mate? Not seen you before. Glad that you've come over and joined our live watch along, mate. He said, who is better team right now, Arsenal or Chelsea? Right now, I've got to say Chelsea, mate. At this moment in time, just for the minute, but it's got to be Chelsea. I've got to be truthful at this moment in time, but not by far. I mean, once I was up by Munich, just outside the box here. Oh no, has he got it back? No, to give it away. No, Bayern got it again. Muller is in the attack here. Were you worried about relegation when we had Arteta? No, I wasn't. I was worried about relegation when Emery was still with us. Of course I was. For me, as I said, he just weren't a great manager for me. He had a good CV with winning 3 Europa Leagues. Oh, hold up, Bayern on the attack here. Davies is that no common cross. Oh, Lewandowski, why didn't he get in the box there? That was unlucky there. Bayern are looking very, very strong now. After the first half hour, I say Dortmund looked the most likely team to score. They had a few good chances. But since then, I mean, it's been Munich all the way. And Munich at the moment look the strongest for me. Mohammed, he said, Terry, do you think Arsenal have been a bigger club than Liverpool? I mean, it depends what you mean in bigger, Mohammed, for me. You know, as a whole, I mean, Liverpool's history speaks for itself. So, I mean, you know, they are the bigger club. But there's been stages where we have been much bigger than you. I mean, if you're talking about the Premiership alone, you know, overall, we've been a bigger club in the Premiership than Liverpool. But history doesn't say that, and trophies doesn't say that. So, like I said, overall, Liverpool are definitely the much bigger club by trophy-wise. But, you know, we did have our moment in the Premiership when it was, you know, just Arsenal and Man U, let's be honest, for a few years. Dortmund on the attack here. Oh, he goes for a strike, but it's just straight at the keeper. Straight at the keeper. That was Dayord. Dayord had a shot there, but straight at Neuer. It's still 1-0 to Bayern Munich, by the way, guys. We're not allowed to show the game. It's against TV rights, so we're not allowed to show the game. For people that are asking, big up Melina. Everyone, please hit the like button. Let's have a look. What we got here? BH, I'll take Emery over Arteta any day. Listen, look. I mean, everyone to their own opinion, BH, but I'm telling you now, just my opinion, I do believe Arteta will come good. He will come good. He's only had 12 games at the moment. These are not his players. This is not his team. He can only do what he can with the players that he's got at the moment. But hopefully, in this transfer window, we can do some good deals. You know, some swap deals. Like I said, I would swap Lacazette, straight swap for a Partey. And I will try and get 2 players in. I'll try and get Maddison in if we possibly could. And Upamecano. And then if we could do that, as I say that, Gnabry's on the attack to Coman. And now they're playing about with it just outside the box here. Lewandowski. Now they're playing about with it now. Dortmund are all back behind the ball here. Now Bayern's going backwards. Going back to Arteta, you know, he's only had 10, 12 games. Listen, he was under Pep for 3 years. He must have learned so much. Oh, is it? No. All right, Claude, you all right, mate? And here we go. Look, he's here. Diesel, how you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, you?
Yeah, not bad. I don't know if you've been watching the game.
Yeah, do you know what? I've managed to find a platform to watch it on. So yeah, I'm. How are you, Claude? And you thought you was going to have a day off today, eh?
I wish I did know the way this shit is working. This bloody internet thing. Oh my god.
Danny Douglas, I do agree with you, mate. If Bayern win today, then they've won the league without a shadow of a doubt. There'd be 7 points clear, I think. Diesel, there'd be 7 points clear with 6 games left to go. Do you see Dortmund coming back from that?
No. I think it's Bayern Munich all day long. They're just too strong, Till. They're in every department, they're too strong. I saw the goal as well. Good goal, actually. Really good goal. I enjoyed that.
Mind you, the goalkeeper was at fault there.
Yeah, he could have done a bit better. What I'm finding weird is you can literally hear what the players are shouting. And I've always wanted to hear stuff, even the manager on the touchline. And I don't get that. The manager's got a thingy, isn't he? What do you call it? a mask, and yet the assistant coach hasn't. I find that weird.
Yeah, I know. It's mad. Delwyn Jones has put, does Saka contract got a year left? Does Saka contract have a year left? Arsenal should sign him up ASAP, or if Arsenal not offer him new contract, big loss if he signs to Liverpool, City, or Dortmund. Terry, Delwyn Jones, that's it without fail, mate. But I do believe that Aubameyang and Saka, myself, I think they've already signed a contract. But the way Arsenal work, we have to be the last to know. Great cross in there. Oh, great defending there from Dortmund. But now they give it away again. Koeman's on the ball. Oh, now he's give it away. Bayern Munich's got it back, but they're going backwards. Yeah, I truly think that they've signed their contracts already. But unfortunately, with Arsenal, we have to be the last to know. Like I said, I do believe that we'd have to wait until the last day of the transfer window before Arsenal announces that they've signed a contract. What do you think, Claude?
I think he will sign. He's going to sign, mate. I'm very confident that Aubameyang will sign.
Danny Douglas has said, can you see Arsenal winning the Champions League in the next few years? Diesel.
No.
Great shot. Oh, keeper saved it. Muller there. And it's Gnabry still got a ball in the... Oh, great ball, Gnabry. Oh, corner.
What minute are you in, Phil?
I'm on 53, 32, 33.
I'm on 53, 17. Okay, so I'm a bit behind you. Oh, good save. I've just seen that. Good save. That's Gnabry. God, Gnabry's looking sharp, isn't he?
Unbelievable, Gnabry looks, tell you. So going back to the question, Diesel, can Arsenal win? Can you see Arsenal winning the Champions League in the next few years?
No, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Diesel.
No, go on.
Yeah. No chance. No chance. You'd have to keep us informed on this because I can't get anything at the moment on my screen.
RB Com said you guys can have Rabbit. What's it? I don't know how to say it. Rabiot. Don't want him near my club. To be honest, he's past his now and all for me. Don't know about you, Diesel.
Hang on, 2 seconds. Slight technical hitch. He's a good player, Rabiot. He's a good player. I just his attitude worries me. Listen, anyone who can sack their mum, who is their agent, I mean, that's that sort of tells it all, doesn't it? But in saying that, we've got such a poor midfield. Who are we to turn our nose up to him? You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
I think we can get better. I keep saying it. We need to. Well, there are gems in this league, in the Premier League. Stop looking abroad and start looking at the players in this league, right? Because there's players in this league who could really do a job for us. My opinion.
You boys weren't here when I was answering this. Someone asked, "Who's the bigger club, Arsenal and Liverpool?" Now, Mini, if you listen to what I actually said, I wasn't saying that Arsenal are a bigger club than Liverpool. What I said was, if you look at, he's just tripped. If you look at a whole picture, Liverpool are a bigger club than Arsenal with their trophies that they've won, especially in Europe. The way they've dominated football,
no doubt,
in the 80s and that, they've been fantastic. But what I said was, if you go by just the Premiership, then Arsenal are better than Liverpool because they never won the Premiership until this year.
You can't just do that. You can't just go by Premier League. Mate.
No. I didn't say that, did I? What I'm saying is, if you
can't say that, Tel.
You know, Liverpool are a much bigger club than Arsenal. Don't get me wrong. With their history, with their records, with their trophies, definitely. But going by the Premiership, you know, at the beginning of the Premiership, the first sort of 10, 12 years, it was basically mainly Arsenal, Man United.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why I said, on a whole, Liverpool are definitely the bigger club. I don't know about yourself, Claude.
Oh, yeah, much bigger club, mate. Much bigger. Liverpool, then, I've seen Man United, Liverpool, and then Arsenal, would say.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Yeah. Big up Sammy Gooner, Karen Russell, hope you're well, darling. Archie, RB Comps, Oliver Fourway, Lone Star Londoner, hope you're well, mate. Yeah.
Hello, Jamie in Norway, everyone. I'm a Sheffield United fan. Thank you very much for coming and joining our stream, mate. We really appreciate it.
Jamie, what a season your team was having, mate. Great season. I love your manager, by the way. Yeah, I'd say, yeah. Man United, yeah, I agree, Claude. Man United, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Man United and Liverpool are two massive institutions. In every sense of the word, they are by far bigger. But I would say we are third. We're definitely third, in my opinion.
Delwyn said, love the at Diesel.
Nice one, Delwyn. Everyone, mate.
They're in the box. Ireland shoots. Oh, the keeper. That's just come off of Davis there. No, Botan's back, I think. I think this must be a corner.
Oh, I'm just seeing it now.
Great play by Hazard. Got it into Hazard. I'm sure it's just come off of his back.
Oh, cross coming in.
Look at him throwing. That's handball.
Oh. If that never touched him, that was going in, Tel.
That's handball. He's put his arm. That is handball. Why haven't they called for a penalty? No, it's just a corner. Now it's a clash of heads.
It is.
I've seen them given for a lot easier than that.
Yeah, but it's Bayern Munich, isn't it? Different story, isn't it? Bayern Munich are like the Man United of the Bundesliga, mate. The referees are in their pocket.
Alex said that I reckon, Claude, you should be manager of AFTV.
Oh, I am, but I don't know if I will be next season. But...
Lone Star Londoner said, I'm going for a Desmond in this game. Where's Thiago? Archie said, Thiago, player Arsenal need.
Yeah, class player.
Jamie says VAR and all that should have been. Yeah, I totally agree, mate. I think that personally was a penalty.
That's the point. Is there VAR now, Tel, in the Bundesliga?
I think there is. I'm sure. In fact, I'm sure there is, but I don't know if there.
There is VAR.
Oh, there is, yeah.
When it's 60 minutes, basically gone now within 8 seconds, and Bayern Munich are still 1-0 up against Dortmund. It was a great first half, to be fair. First half hour, Dortmund looked like the most team that was going to score. There's a few good chances, and then after half hour, Bayern come right into this game. And for me, they've been on top now for the last sort of 20, 25 minutes now. And they're the ones, if they win today, then I think it's game, set and match, and the championship, the champions will be Bayern Munich boys.
Yeah, I think the thing with Bayern Munich, right, when you get your chances against them, you got to take them, Tel, because if you let them get into their rhythm, if you give them time to find their rhythm and their pattern of play, it's game over. And it looks like now they're very comfortable.
Yeah, Hardcore FC. Last chance. I want to time you out. Well, actually, I've just blocked you. I can't be asked. He done that again on the other stream, so I just blocked him, boys. Sorry about that. But
that's all right, mate. You get the occasional wrong one, didn't you?
Yeah. Kurum said, what are your favourite UFC fighters at the moment? For me, mate, it's Conor McGregor. I really do like him. I
shall make no more comments on that certain gentleman. So do not try and ask me about it or anything like that. I won't be talking about him.
Don't mind the attack here. Sorry,
he can't show anything.
Adars on the left.
He's in the keep talking about me.
Oh, it's a corner.
He wants to keep talking about me. He's the one that's got the problem, not me.
Curran said, what's your favourite UFC fight at the moment? Mine is Conor McGregor, mate. I know he's a bit of an arsehole outside of the octagon, but you know, at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, he says what he's gonna do before he goes into the fight, and he actually does it. So I know he's tapped out a couple of times in 2 good fights, but he's also had fantastic fights the other way where he's just knocked the people out, especially Aldo in what was it, 12, 14 seconds. So for me, he's my favourite fighter. I don't think Claude and Diesel, you're
No.
too up to it on the UFC, are you?
No, I know.
No, I'm not.
Danny Douglas has said, you think if Newcastle get this takeover, they will be competing for the Champions League?
In time, yeah, but not straight away. Not straight away.
You, Claude?
No, but it'll take a couple of years even to compete for the top 4, I think.
Yeah.
It won't happen straight away. Ain't as simple as that.
Gio, he says, Khalib is a killer. Terry is a different. He is, mate. He is a different animal. But for me, I'd like to see the rematch. And this time, Conor McGregor, he won't be all wiped up by the media. Bayern Munich in, he wouldn't be wiped up by the media. He'd get his head down. He'd stay right away from the media, like he did with the Diaz fight. And because that's the only thing with Conor McGregor. Sometimes he gets carried away with all the superstardom around him. If he just concentrates on actual fighting someone, he's a different beast than all for me. So I'd like to see the rematch and see him stay away from the media, just concentrate on his training and then see what the outcome is then. That's just my opinion. Karen says, come on, Dortmund. Sorry, Diesel, go on, mate.
No, sorry, go on.
Go on.
No, I was just going to say, I just remembered, I don't follow UFC or whatever, but I do have a favourite fighter. Goes by the name of a certain Brad Wheeler. Right? Friend of the show, good friend of Terry's. Been on here a couple of times. If you're watching, Brad, pick yourself up.
Definitely. And we're allowed to have him on again on the next UFC Watchalong. So stay tuned and don't forget, next time we do it will be on Up Mic. So you'll be able to listen to us, our direct commentary. So everyone go download Up Mic. Gio, thanks for your super chat, mate. He said Terry Khalib is too disciplined to beat him, to be beat. Listen, the thing about UFC for me, Gio, is that it's anybody's game. You know what I mean by that. Is that, it's not like football or things like that, whereas 9 times out of 10, you've got a favourite team and they're going to win that game. Do you know what I mean? With UFC, you've only got to be hit once and, it can all turn around. You can just get a lucky punch in and it catches you in that right place and then it's lights out, baby. Do you know what I mean? So it all depends, mate. It all depends. Lone Star London said more goals in this. I hope so, mate. I predicted 3-1 to Bayern, so hopefully another 3 more goals yet. I'd like to see it. Grant said, big up, you guys. Thank you very much, Grant. Really appreciate that, mate.
No, Grant, you're on, mate.
Tayyib said, love you, Claude.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tayyib.
I think Ty was expecting you to say it back, Claude. What is it? Your Wi-Fi, Claude?
It's absolutely awful, mate. I feel like throwing this thing out of the fucking. I really do. It's a fucking pain.
Archie said, did you hear the rumours Arteta wants to get rid of Holding? Listen, for me, just Dortmund on the attack, but Bayern have got it cleared. He's gone. He's got a yellow card here. Number 8, which is the hood. He's got a yellow card. For me, look, I think we've got to get out of this stage now where we've got to stop saying that these players that keep getting injured, just wait until they get back because they looked good beforehand. Even myself, I kept saying that. But Holding, Chambers. I hope we don't have to put Tierney in there because at the moment, obviously, he's come back and twice now he's injured himself, unfortunately. Because I do think he'd be a great player, but how many chances are we going to keep giving these players? Do you know what I mean? We need them to go a whole season really, without getting injured and playing games all the time. Otherwise, what's the point of having these players on the bench? Well, in the sick room. Do you know what I mean? So if he does sell him, I won't be too disappointed, I must admit. And if we keep him, I won't be disappointed. But I still think there's other defenders in front of him that we need to get rid of and get in. I don't know about yourself, Diesel.
Yeah, if I'm honest, I think it's paper talk. I saw Holding under Emery, right, before Holding got his injury, I thought he was our best centre half. Very comfortable on the ball, was, you know, can play at the back. He got that injury, and obviously we suffered it as a result. He's still only, I believe he's only 24. I get what you're saying, though, because people are saying, oh, you know, give him a chance and, you know, let's see what he does under Arteta. But then next season, just say, for example, Arteta quits or he gets sacked, right, and the new manager comes in. Again, whoever that new manager is, we're just going to say, oh, let's give Holding another season and see how he does under that new manager. You know what I'm saying? You know, I like him. I think he's injury prone, no tell. Do you know what I mean? But I do like him. If he goes, I wouldn't cry about it. If he stays, I'd accept it. My personal thing is, okay, I'm hearing too much about players who are going to be sold who there's a case for, but I'm not hearing so much about the players we need to sell. Yeah. Mustafi being one of them. Ozil, in my opinion. Xhaka, right? Socrates. Yeah. We got 8 centre halves. Holding and Chambers, in my opinion, are probably among the 2 I wouldn't sell, because I just think there's 4 or 5 in front of them that need to leave.
Yeah.
If Holding goes, or that says a lot, doesn't it? Really. If he stays, I'm all right. If he goes, I'm all right.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's one of them, isn't it? But
what about you, Phil?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What about you and Holding?
Holding, yeah, but he's carrying a few knocks in him as well as Chambers. I don't think you can assess him too quickly. I think when Chambers we won't be able to get rid of anyway, so he'll be there next year. Holding, I don't know. I think we should keep him as a squad player. See, I think there is a player there, but need to keep him as a squad player.
AD Gamer has said, if you had 100 million, who would you spend it on for Arsenal? Me personally, AD Gamer, this is what I would do, and I would hope my team. I think this team that I would pick for next season. Under Arteta, I think we could, you know, do quite well under it and definitely get top 4. And that is, I would exchange Lacazette for Partey, no money involved, just straight swap to get Partey in. I would sell Socrates, I'd sell Mustafi, sell Mkhitaryan, sell El Nini, sell Xhaka. That will create a bit more money there on top of the 100 million. I'd try and get James Maddison in. And I would try and get Upamecano in. So then my team would be Leno in goal, Tierney at left back, Upamecano, Saliba, and I'd have Maitland-Niles at right back. I'd have Partey and Torreira, and Maddison in the midfield. And then I'd have Saka or Martinelli on the left, Pepe on the right, and Aubameyang up front. And with that team on paper, and if you look at it, I think that would be quite an awesome team to go into next season with under Arteta, and it wouldn't cost us that much money, I don't think. Just as I quickly say that before I come to the boys, Dortmund on the attack. Oh, it's gone wide. Sorry. Diesel, what would you say?
I'm all about the spine. I think Arsenal need a spine. We've not had a decent spine for years. So, as I'm a George Graham man, as you know, I will always start from the back. I'd start building the foundations from the back. Upamecano.
Just to interrupt, sorry. Ireland has gone off with an injury. Ireland. It looks like a groin injury. He's been subbed and he's walking off. And he's, so Dortmund's target man, the one that gets all their goals, is now off, and they didn't even bring Sancho on yet. I don't know who that was that come on. But
yeah, he's limping, isn't he? Yeah.
Sorry, mate. Sorry to interrupt you. Go on, mate.
That's
Hold up. Muller's on the attack here. Coman is in the box. Oh, what has he done? He's passed it back. He was in the box and he passed it back to Canterbury. Why has he done that?
I'm seeing that now. Oh my God.
How many minutes have you got on your clock there?
72, 06, 07, 08.
Fucking hell.
Oh, hold up, they're on the attack again. Muller's got the ball on the right-hand wing, crosses it over. Oh, it's a corner. No, it ain't. It's a free kick to Dortmund. He's given a free kick. Sorry, Diesel. Go on, mate. Get back to what you're saying. Sorry, mate.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Do the super chat first. Gio.
Gio, how you doing, mate? He said, Terry, Twitter's going crazy on the no-hand ball. What are they saying there, mate? Are they saying it's no handball? Or are they saying it's an handball? I think personally, it should have been handball.
It would have been over here.
Yeah, go on, mate. Go on, Diesel. What would you say?
Sorry, mate. It's all about the spine. So what I would say, a top class centre back. So yeah, young, strong, quick. Up Meccano, in front of them, Partey, Maddison. I'd love to say Havertz, but that's unrealistic. I'd love to get Maddison and provide. If Aubameyang goes, I like what's his name, Moussa Dembele. Those four players.
That's a free kick just outside of the Bayern box. I don't even think that was a foul, and he's been booked for it. Davis has been booked for it. Hold up.
That was a good tackle, that.
Let's have a look at this replay. He's got the ball. He's got the ball, and he's been booked for it.
No, that was a good tackle.
Claude, can you hear us? We can't hear you, mate. Can you hear us?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me, Claude?
Yeah. You can hear us, but you can't hear. We can't hear you.
Yeah. I think his Wi-Fi is definitely playing up.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's playing up with everyone today. Craig's was playing up at Anfield Agenda. It would have been a great live watch along, but unfortunately, as Dortmund come in here, free kick. Oh, straight at the keeper again. Straight at the keeper. That's about the fourth time now. They've just kicked it right at the keeper. Look, straight down the middle. No, we can't hear you, Claude. Can't hear you. Man. Yep, we are spineless.
Totally agree, mate. Totally agree. That's what I'm saying, though, you know, those four players, right, the spine, so you're sorting out your back, your middle, and your front. Instantly, we are better. But like I keep saying, I'm more interested to see who we sell because we need to clear the decks.
Definitely. I totally agree with you. I mean, Lon Burkamp said, award the title to buy him now. Might as well, mate. Yeah, no, exactly. You know what I mean? That's what I mean. With the three players that I would bring in, I think that would strengthen us unbelievably. As Bayern were on the attack again, Muller just outside the box comes across the corner. It's gone too far. It's gone too far. He's kept it in play on the corner flag though. The right-hand corner flag. Gnabry just in the box, plays it back. Cross comes in. Hummels gets it clear, and that's a rugby shot there. Unfortunately, that's gone out for a goal. Chadwick Moffat said, Claude, can't wait to make it back to London and grab a drink with you, mate.
I fucking need a drink after this.
You're back. You're back.
Hey, we can hear it.
You're back.
I fucking need a drink at the moment with this shit, I tell you.
Jack said, which three teams do you want to see promoted to the Premiership? Claude.
What's that?
Which three teams do you want to see promoted to the Premiership?
I think the two are definitely up at the moment, aren't they?
And
Leeds, West Brom.
Dortmund. It's in the box. Comes across. Oh, has he missed it? Is that a penalty? No, it ain't. How has he missed that?
Oh, he's coming up.
Is it Hazard? 23. Hazard has missed it. How has he missed this?
Christ.
He's offside anyway. He's offside, but how has he missed that? And then he tried to claim a penalty.
Yeah.
I mean, you got that.
You got Boateng having to go at him.
Yeah. Well, you watch the replay. He's not even been touched. That's disgusting. It should be booked for that.
Oh, Boateng's massive, isn't he? Isn't he tall?
Yeah.
Christ, that was an open goal, more or less. All we had to do was tap it in.
He was offside anyway, to be fair. So he was lucky. I mean, if he
yeah.
it might have been even worse. Yeah, go on, Claude. 3 teams that you want to see come up from the be promoted.
Leeds, West Brom, and I'd like to see Brentford get in the playoffs, winning on the playoffs.
Okay, Diesel.
I'd like to see Leeds, purely because they are a massive club, really big club. I like seeing big clubs in the biggest league. I'd say Derby, because I think they've been unlucky last couple of years. I like the way they play football. I like the way they promote youth. And Derby are also a big club, so I'd like to see them in there as well. That aside, I'll tell you who I would. I don't like this club. I can't stand them. I think they're in the. Is Millwall in there?
Yeah. I was going to say that.
I'd like to see Millwall, right, because of obviously the rivalry between them and West Ham, and also them and Tottenham as well. Not so bad with us. But if there was ever a neutral game I would go to, I have been to one years ago. But West Ham, Millwall, I would definitely go to that as a neutral.
All good, thanks, Liam. Yeah, I would have said personally Leeds. I'd like to see Derby back up there. They haven't been there for a few years now. Derby again. And then I would have definitely said Millwall. I'm old school. I mean, and you know, when you watch all the old films and that, you know what I mean, watching the FA Cup draw, you know what I mean, and then all of a sudden Millwall get pulled out and they're bloody, you know what I mean, they're waiting, come on, West Ham. I mean, just imagine, you know what I mean. Just as I say that, Gotez is that how you say his name? Go come on as a sub for Dortmund. So, but yeah, I would love to see that happen again. But what would they do to Westfield, boys? They'd have to shut it down.
Mate, do you know what, right? When Millwall played West Ham at Upton Park, right? The amount of shops like newsagents along that road, along Barking Road, which got trashed. Yeah, windows got smacked. It was an absolute war.
Yeah. What's going on? He's in the box. Dortmund shoots. Oh, what a save. Good save, even though it was straight at him, but I think he took a deflection. Newer.
It's coming up now.
Oh, let's have a look, see if this is a deflection. Great play there from Dortmund.
Yeah,
let's go. Bang.
Oh.
Yeah,
they're knocking on the door, aren't they, Dortmund? They're knocking on the door.
They are now, yeah. No, I didn't take deflection, but he was swerving a bit. Newer done well there. One-handed save. I mean, that's what the keeper should have done.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to think he had a lot of players in front of him. We would have seen that late. One-hand save, yeah, like it.
I can't wait till this new equipment arrives to tell you that now.
AD Gamer said, would you rather see Chelsea win a second Champions League or Tottenham get there first? For me, that's an easy question. Chelsea all day long. I don't know about you, Chris.
Chelsea, man. Chelsea.
Bayern are on the attack here. David.
What minute you got?
Oh, well
what
played.
Minute you in, Tel?
I'm on 81.
What minute you in, Tel?
05, 06, 81, 08, 09, 10.
I'm on 81 right now.
I'm about 15 seconds ahead of you, Diesel.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, this is not good enough.
Alex Wilden said, Claude, Terry and Diesel, I think if the season goes ahead, I think we can get 5th. Listen, when I suggested that, Alex, I got absolutely annihilated in the chat. And
Alex, I love you, man, but seriously, you got to stop smoking, bruv. I'm joking.
Alex has put Chelsea. Chadwick Muffet put Claude, what year is your kit you're wearing?
Oh yeah, this is this is 2 years ago, I think. I ain't got a clue.
Bayern Munich for the attack here. Lewandowski, shoot! Oh, he's at the post. Great left foot curler there. He's hit the post. Goes out for a corner. Oh, that was unlucky there.
Oh, yeah, I've just seen it. He's class, isn't he, Lewandowski?
Right.
Do you know how close he was, right? He was very close to going to Blackburn years ago. I'm sure it was Blackburn.
Oh, I thought it was a corner, but it was a place kick. Yeah.
Oh, man.
And now on the card, well tackled there, Buller. He's so great for that. I mean, I know he's getting on still, but he gets back. He puts the work in. Lewandowski, Lewandowski. Oh.
There's no news on that new device, is there?
No, she ain't sent me anything yet. No.
Jesus Christ, this is terrible. Right? Everything is freezing up here.
Kuroma's put Lewandowski the best number 9 in Europe.
Yeah, can't really argue it, can you? He's a complete striker. You know, he can do it all.
Well, he's been there and done it.
Yeah, and he's been doing it for year in, year out. You know, you can't knock that. On this one, come on, Lone Star. You know that, didn't you, mate? Half these players wouldn't be here if we was in charge, mate. See that now.
Listen, we had this conversation the other night, didn't we? It's the same thing. Look, as good as what Wenger done by winning us the double and doing the going undefeated that season. What he didn't do, what he did do, is he let our team disperse and not replace them with great players. All these players that we had, and why didn't he get like for like? He didn't. He bought young players in, crap players that didn't have no experience, and that's what we've been living with now. So basically, we're starting from scratch. So all the good that he done at the beginning, he then reversed in his last 10 years, in my eyes.
Yeah. So that's what I don't get, Tell. You know, if it's that old saying, isn't it? You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, like he had the perfect, physique, strength, skill, flair. He had it all, right?
Yeah.
So why not stick? You got a winning formula. Why change it?
Yeah.
I don't get that.
Listen, the thing is, and all, if you look at it, Diesel, right? If you look at it, Diesel and Claude, just as Dortmund around sack here, hold up, 2 seconds. No, it's gone back. If you look at it, he inherited that back four, right? Or back five, really, with Seaman still in goal. We inherited it, right?
Yeah.
So he didn't have to do anything. That's what I mean. The only player that come in that he got was Sol Campbell, and he was on a free. So really, realistically, he's never ever bought a defender that was great for us. Like, I mean, at the top of his peak and absolutely brilliant. He never done that. Every time that you look at Sol Campbell when he went, Dixon when he went, Winterburn, Ashley Cole, Clichy, you know what I mean? They was all great players at the start, but that was at the start of his reign, basically. Who did he replace any of them with that you would say was fantastic for us?
No, do you know what, right? I know there's this is going to be very controversial. And I would imagine there's a lot of people who watch us who are probably in the chat room right now who are, quite young. And obviously they only know Wenger. No disrespect to them. That's it is what it is, isn't it? Yeah. But I've never really been... I've never been a Wenger lover, Tell. I appreciate what he's done. Don't get me wrong, but there's just too many red flags for me. There's too many. I'd love to get Wenger in the room and have a proper, in-depth, truthful conversation with him where I can ask him. So there's so many questions that I'd love to ask him. You know what I'm saying? Why did you break up that team? You know, when you should have dominated. You know, why did you break up? You know, the Invincibles after the year that we had. Next season, get another two or three top quality players, you know, and kick on. You know, Fergie would have done that. Fergie did do that. Fergie done that year in, year out. Why is this? Why is it Arsenal? Why is it always talk of a project?
Yeah,
it's always a project. Do you know what I'm saying? And if what worries me is Thierry Henry did a documentary recently, as did Ashley Cole.
Yep.
Yeah, a few others of Martin Keown.
Yeah.
Right, Lee Dixon. All these ex-players are coming out saying, do you know what? One of the reasons why I left, I could see it was falling to shit, basically.
Yeah.
They weren't ambitious enough. Fabregas was one. I watched that.
Yeah.
And I thought he was right in what he said. I couldn't do it on my own. I was looking around when I first came. I'm playing with that leader over there, that quality player over there, that class player over there. One by one, they went. We were told we were getting A, B, and C in the summer. That never materialised. I'm looking around thinking, I've gone from playing with the likes of Henry, you know what I mean? You know, Adams, these top players and now I'm playing with, no disrespect, second-rate players.
Yeah.
I want better than that. And a lot of these players who left Till went and got better. They got better. You know, so there's a lot of Arsenal fans saying, oh, all these ex-players, they're just bitter. Why are they bitter? They went and won trophies.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Chadwick said Wenger never invested in the back four, never. You're exactly right, mate. I just said that. Karen, Terry, do you think that the Emirates move restricted who we could afford? If it did, Karen, you know what I mean? If it did, look, we all bought into this, you know, this rubbish that we was told that, you know, 6-7 years it's going to be hard. Because, Bayern Munich there, Muller was unlucky. Yeah, you know, 6-7 years, we've got to pay off for our stadium. Once we're paid off for our stadium, we'll be able to go out and compete with the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona. Well, how long ago was it we moved from Highbury to the Emirates? Do you know what I mean? We were told lies. We're told lies, and we keep telling, you know, being told lies. At the end of the day, what I can't understand is that we pay one of the highest price tickets in the Premier League, right? I keep being told by our own fans and all that the reason why I want us to be in the Champions League is because we need that money to be able to generate money to buy players. We're the only club in the Premiership that was in the Champions League for 20 years on a trot. The only Premier League that done that. Where was all that money? Where's all that money? So what good does it do us being in the Champions League if we don't spend it? I cannot tell you a season or a transfer window where we've gone out and we've bought the best player or, you know, one of the best players at the time at his prime and we've gone out and paid the money for him. Yes, we've gone out and we've got diamonds in the roughs that we didn't know that they was going to turn out like they are, like Bergkamp, Henry, Vieira, Petit. I totally get that. Oh, is that a penalty? No, it's not a penalty. It's
paying for potential, mate. That's what it is.
Yeah, but it's okay, Diesel, if it works out that way. But 9 times out of 10 for us, the players that we go out and buy, you know, on the cheap, who we think, you know, might turn out all right, they don't. And that's what causes us problems. Instead of going out, look, there's a whole old saying, which, you know, we use in the East End, as you know, quite often. Buy twice, buy cheap. Buy cheap, buy twice, or whatever it is. Buy twice, buy cheap. You know what I mean? So if you buy these players for cheap, then it's going to take you 3 or 4 players basically to get that one that we actually want.
Yeah.
So why not just go out and buy that one anyway?
See, this is what makes me laugh, right? When Karen was saying moving to the Emirates, was there a restriction in spend? There wasn't a restriction on season tickets.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That went up. You know, Arsenal make just over £3 million every home game, right? All this rubbish that they haven't got money, they've got money. They've got money. Arsene Wenger had, I don't think people realise the amount of power Wenger had at that club because he was the only football man there. Right, We've got a scout tell. I don't know if he's still there. He was one of he was an ex-player. Was it Gramondi, or it might be someone like that?
Yeah.
There's one of our scouts, right? He used to play for the club as well, very, very close to Wenger. He even came out and said about a certain player. It might have been Kante actually, before he went Leicester. I told Wenger 2 or 3 times, get him, buy him. He's going to be brilliant. And Wenger dithered, right?
Yeah.
And that's what Wenger did. Wenger dithered, right? And then we allowed other clubs to just quickly snoop in and buy the players. Now that's coming from his own people in his little circle. You know, that is worrying and it's damning. And all these ex-players now who are coming out and saying there is no ambition at this club, right? We can see it. We couldn't say anything at the time because we're under contract, right? They ain't bitter tell because they've gone on and won trophies. Yeah, a lot of them in their first season at new clubs. Yeah, you know, and I believe them because I can see it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Look, the one we've got to talk about. Let's be honest. You know, a lot of Arsenal fans don't like him, and that's Van Persie for the way he left us and the way he went to United. But at the end of the day, him himself come out and said, "I spoke to the board. I asked them what their ambitions were. I asked them who they was going to buy for us to push on, and basically, he didn't get the answers that he was looking for." Mm. And he also turned around and said, "Well, you show me the contract that they was going to give me."
If I was him, I would have gone.
Exactly. Bayern Munich, Lewandowski, shoot! Keep the defender Axel, and that's full time. By the way, that's full time. Bayern Munich have won 1-0. For me, that means Bayern Munich are now champions. There's only 6 games left, and they've got 7 points ahead of Dortmund now. I know Leipzig have got a game in hand, but if they won that, they're still 7 points behind with 6 games to go. So that means that Bayern would need to lose 2 and draw 1 at least. So for me, that has sewn up the German champions now. Bayern Munich will be crowned champions within the next 2 maybe 3 games. Don't know about yourself, Diesel.
Yeah, no, it's sewn up, mate. And I think what might make it even worse for Dortmund is going to be very reliant on Haaland and that injury. Because if he's out, it looked like it was just like a knock and he should be all right. But if that's anything serious and he's out, then they're done for me. Because he's a machine, mate. But yeah, Bayern Munich all day long. They're too strong, tell.
Yeah.
No one's going to stop them.
No, exactly. Claude?
All over, isn't it? It's all over now. Yeah, all over. It's all over. Yeah, sorry about that, boys. I'm having a lot of problems here, Terry. So
that's all right,
I'm going to come off. I'm going to come off because this is just a pain in the neck. I keep getting till I can get my stuff sorted out. And I'm going to come off because I can't do this. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. All right, mate. Well, I'm going to end this. I'm going to have 10, 15 minutes of just questions from the Finn, and then I'm going to finish myself. So, no problem, mate. And hopefully, once I come off, you'll have that Finn.
Okay, yeah. And thanks to everyone. Hope you're well. Hope you see you soon again. And I'll probably do something in the next couple of days anyway. So take care, everyone, from me. I'll speak to you all later on. And take care, Diesel.
Love you, mate. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, just getting back to any questions in the chat, please go ahead, fire away. 10, 15 minutes before we end the stream. We've been going for an hour and 25 minutes now. So, yeah, we'll give you another 10, 15 minutes. Anyone that wants any questions, just while you're building the questions up, I'm just going to quickly say again that please, everyone, go download OpMic. It's on Google Play or Apple Play Store. Sign up is free. Put our code in CBS 301. That signs you up to our channel, and then you'll be able to watch us for any live watch-alongs that we do, or any podcast that we do. But the live watch-alongs ones, you can sync up to your TV where you're watching the football from, and you'll be able to hear our commentary instead of any of the BT Sky's commentators. So you'll be able to hear ourselves. And please just like, share, and subscribe. That will help drive up our channel and really help us out. It really mean a lot for us. AD Gamer has put, would you have rather have had Mourinho, Ancelotti instead of Arteta? We touched on this on our last podcast. We won't go too much in depth on it, AD Gamer, because I'd rather get a few other questions on. But Diesel, quickly sum it up with what we were talking about.
This is going to reopen a feud, isn't it? Yeah, listen, I would have taken either of them, but for me, Mourinho was the one I wanted. So yeah, I won't tell you why, because obviously.
For me, I really truly believe I'm 100% behind Arteta. I really do think he'll come good. He's only had 10, 12 games. This is not his players. Stick with him. Once he gets his players, I really do believe that he will do something with us. So, but if you want to go and look at our last stream, we went a little bit more in depth with that, and you'll be able to see our answers there. Lone Star Londoner said, should we sell Maitland-Niles?
Yes. Only reason being, and I've said it before, I don't like his attitude. He's one of those players for me. I look at. Bear in mind, I'm saying all this, but for me, he is our best right back. So I think he's better than Bellerin. But it's his attitude. You know, there's a reason why he's been dropped from the squad, and I personally think it's his attitude. He doesn't want to play at right back. He wants to dictate where he plays. For me, you're not a great player. You're very, very lucky to be at the Arsenal. You play where you're told, mate. You know, you're on a lot of money. You know, you play where you're told. You're living out a dream that me, you, tell everyone in the chat would love to do. You know, and yet you're moaning. And I look at it like this: name me a top 6 team, another team in the top 6 who would take Maitland-Niles.
Yeah,
I can't think of one. So that pretty much tells you that's how I judge it anyway. So his attitude out, he can stay. If he doesn't, see you later.
Look, for me, I've said this already. I do think he's got a chip on his shoulder. I know someone that knows his next door neighbour, and he said he's got a chip on his shoulder. He's got a right attitude. So yes, I know he's got that. But I'm hoping that Arteta can knock it out of him. Sometimes everyone, you know, some people need a bit of help sometimes. And I know it's Arsenal. Diesel, you're totally right. I totally get that. He should be pleased to play for Arsenal. But I do believe there's a player in there. I do believe that. And I do think we'll regret it if we didn't at least try to knock it out of him and get one more season out of him to see if he can do that. For me, there's a lot of other players I'd rather get rid of that are way ahead of Maitland-Niles. So, for me, like I said, I'll try and keep him for another year and try and get him to play under Arteta. And I think he could cement that right back position if he gets his head down. So, but as I said, I think there's a lot of other players that I would definitely want to get rid of before him. So I would rather keep him at the minute. Chadwick Moffat said, Terry Diesel, would our first game back to the start of the season be against Man City once Premier League resumes play? To be honest, Chadwick, I don't really know, because obviously that was our game in hand game, which was already scheduled because all the other ones were already for the weekend. So I don't know. I don't know about yourself, Diesel.
No, it probably would, because I think I do think it will go ahead now. The season, I think they're watching the Bundesliga, you know, like a hawk, and I think it will happen. Very much the same set of circumstances, obviously, behind closed doors. I think it will. I think it's just going to go in the way the fixtures were, and if that is the case. Yeah, we were due to play Man City next, weren't we?
Yeah.
So yeah, it will. Yeah, same as what's happening in the Bundesliga. They're sticking to their fixtures, as will we. For the sake of 8 games, yeah, you're going to do it, aren't you?
Exactly. Low-key said, question, how many games have you been to? I've been over 1,200 home and away. Low-key, for me, I can't really put a number on it, to be honest. When I was a kid, my dad used to take me every single week. We used to go over every single week. To be honest, I don't really know. In the last 3 years, I've been a season ticket holder. So, it's... I really don't know. I've been to probably, I'd say, at least 500-600 games. Don't know about yourself, Diesel.
Yeah, I've not been to that many, mate, if I'm honest, Loki. I did have a season ticket 3 years running several years ago. I'd say about 11, 12 years ago now. Going when I was a youngster. But I just couldn't put the money in anymore, if I'm honest, because I didn't agree with. I'm one of them people. If I don't agree with what I'm seeing and what I'm watching, I won't pay for it. I want my money's worth at the end of the day. So, but yeah, I go to the odd game every now and again. I'll be, in the future, I'll be going to a lot more, and obviously meeting up with Terry, Claude, and the boys. But you beat me on that, mate. 1,200. So yeah.
Sammy said he should make that right back his ease. He's got everything to make it ease. I truly agree with you, Sammy, Maitland Knowles. Truly agree with you. Karen, she said, do you think Arteta will get backed by our owners and board? I'll let you start with that one, Diesel.
Me personally, no, I don't think so. I don't, Karen. I think Arteta is going to be like another Emery with regards to. He's going to tell the board. He's going to give the board the list of players he wants. I don't think he'll get them purely because I don't trust this board. My issue isn't so much with Arteta; it's more the board. Will they back him? And I think with this pandemic, I think it's given the board a perfect excuse to say to him, "Look, the figure that we had in mind, the budget we were going to give you, we have to readdress that now because of obviously what's going on." And personally, I think they're going to get out of it that way. I don't even think Arteta's in charge of buying the players. In fact, I don't know who is in charge of the players, but I put money on it's not Arteta.
Listen, for me, like I said, I do really rate Arteta. I'm 100% behind him. For me personally, I don't think he would have gave up his job at Man City. He had he didn't have to do anything. He had it all there. You know what I mean? Man City had the money. They had a great manager. He was assistant manager. He could do whatever he wanted. Why would you give all that up, right, to come to a club and be told what to do? Be told what to do. Do you know what I mean? Let's be honest here. Everyone keeps going on about it. He hasn't even been a manager yet. So why would you come to a big, massive club, which Arsenal are, let's be honest, they're a big, massive club, and be told what to do and basically let the club annihilate your career before it's even started?
Because what you just said there, he's not been a manager before, meaning he's a novice, right? Meaning he's a coach. Yeah. That tells me Arteta's got no sway. He's got no pull to go in there and demand, I want A, B, and C, right? I personally believe Arsenal approached other managers, top managers. I think Mourinho was approached, and when it came to that question of, okay, I'm interested, but I want that. I want that amount of money. I want to sell some of these players. But I think when it comes to the subject of money, he obviously got told something he didn't like, therefore he didn't come. We don't know what goes on. Arteta clearly wasn't the club's first choice, in my opinion.
See, I truly think he was. Because if you look at all the ex-players at the time, before this, when we was looking at managers, they was all saying Arteta. They didn't want Mourinho. A load of ex-Arsenal players didn't want Mourinho. They was all saying Arteta. A lot of them were. And that's what I mean. When you look at it, the other game just started. I didn't realise another game on after.
I've gone.
Brenham against Gladbach.
Oh.
But so for me, I look, at the end of the day, a lot of people, let's be honest, right? Let's be totally honest here. When Derby signed Lampard, everyone said, oh, he's going to do crap there. He's going to do crap there. He's never managed before. Yes, he's Frank Lampard, but you know what I mean? He's not going to be able to do it. He's never bought any players. He's never been a manager. He's only been a professional footballer, right? Look what he's done since he's been there. Steven Gerrard, look what he's done at Rangers. You know, this can happen. Look at Pep Guardiola. He left playing Barcelona as a player, went straight into manage them. But the difference is there. Oh, great shot. Difference is there is that obviously Barcelona have got the money to go out and get whoever they want. So
that's what I'm saying, Tel. See, like those managers, Guardiola, you know, I'm a massive believer in managers. If they're going to be, if these coaches want to be managers, they have to learn their trade and start low. You know, Guardiola was the manager of their reserves or the under-23s or whatever, and obviously he got to know the youngsters, know the players, so that when he got to manage the first team, those players who had grown up with him, who he taught, it was a seamless, like, you know, transition. I've got nothing against Arteta. I just think for a coach to turn into a manager and to get a big job like Arsenal, which is a big job, you know, he's not coming to this club where we've been doing really well, and it's an easy like transition. He's not only got to come here, he's got to come here with crap like that. He's got to come here where there's so much disconnect in the club, so much poison, and you know, and now that mess upstairs, you know. That would be a massive job for anyone, you know. For a Guardiola coming in, that would be a big job for him, let alone a novice. And I think that's what worries me a little bit. You know, for all I know, Arteta could be ruthless. But when I look at things like begging Xhaka to stay, and I keep saying it because, you know, you had the perfect opportunity, right, to get rid of him. Bear in mind, don't forget, Arteta was a captain here. So I'm looking at it thinking, Arteta would have seen what Xhaka did and been disgusted by it. Me personally, because you had the ribbon, Arteta. You know what it means. You say you love the club, which I'm sure you do, right? So coming here, one of your first jobs should have been, right, you're gone.
Yeah.
How dare you disrespect something that I used to carry? And he didn't do it.
Yeah.
He begged him to stay, Telwood. For me, that's a massive red flag. He's playing Ozil. Yeah, you know, any other manager would be on the throats.
Yeah, I do agree with you with Xhaka because I can't stand him. You know, I think everyone knows that. I can't stand him. But I'm just waiting until obviously the transfer window, right? That's what I'm waiting for because I'm hoping, I may be wrong, but I'm hoping that he wants to try and get at least some money out of him to help with the transfer thing. That's why I don't think he wanted to let him go straight away. I'm hoping that that's what he wants. He wants to, you know, get him back into the team, apparently prove a little bit that he is a good player, and then get some money out of him to raise capital cash that way. Because if you've been told by the board, look, you need to sell these players before you can buy players, then there's no point in just getting rid of players or cutting them out of the team without trying to sell them.
Yeah, no, I get that.
I mean?
I get that. I just think managers nowadays, you know, their job isn't to manage. It's to obviously the job of a manager now is to obviously, you know, be matey with the players, you know, because of all the player power now. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, this is what I'm saying. Mourinho, who I love, by the way, and I know he winds up other managers. I mean, look, he got inside Wenger's head. Wenger couldn't beat him, Tel. How many games he had?
Yeah.
Right? And I love that, right? Because that's what you call one-upmanship, right? I love all that. Whatever it takes to win, I'm one of them. Whatever I've got to do to win, I will do it because winning is winning. That's a fact, right? So when we had that thing, that stream last night, and I'm hearing all that nonsense about, playing pretty football. I couldn't care less about playing pretty football, Tel. I'm into trophies. That's what I'm into. I'm into trophies. I couldn't care whether we play attractive champagne flowing. I'm into winning. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, if you can get both, great. But if you can't and you got to pick one, my theory is with a lot of the Arsenal fans, they'd rather pay to watch attractive football and win nothing than to play negative football or boring football or not as attractive football and win trophies.
Yeah.
I love winning trophies, Toe. I love it. And we've had a taste of it. We've grown up watching.
Of course we have.
So come down, you know. Yeah. And that's what I struggle with because, you know, a lot of Arsenal fans have accepted it. And I can't accept it. I'm still in that era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I totally agree with you. You know what I mean? And that's what this is. That is one of my biggest grimes with Wenger, right? Because obviously when we went that season undefeated, we should have been the team to beat for at least 2, 3, 4 years. With that team that we had, with that season that we had, we should have went on and been like Man United did, first of all in the Premiership for 5, 6, 7 years, maybe 10 years. Do you know what I mean? But with that team, you know, we was unlucky the year before. We should have we had a chance the year after. But with that team, if that was Ferguson, he would have gone out, he would have bought 1 or 2 marquee players to make that team freshen up and push on to win that Premiership again. Right? Wenger stagnated. He stood still. He stood still, and what he done was he let all our best players go and did not replace them with more or less like-for-like players. And all we've done since then has gone backwards. Now we're in a position where we haven't got, I'd say we've got 2, maybe 3 players at best that you would want to keep. Let's be honest, that you'd want to keep in a team. If you were being totally honest and you could start your team afresh, you'd possibly have 2, maybe 3 of them players. That is it. Whereas you look at that undefeated team, how many of them players now would you keep in your team?
Oh, mate, listen, the players who used to get stick all them years ago are the same players who would walk into this team and be legends, right? And this is the thing. This is the thing, Tel, yeah. As much as we say all this about Wenger, right? And this is what I've always said to you, and I've always said this to you, I will never, ever give these players a clean slate, right? Because as much as, for me, Wenger's biggest mistake was he was too loyal. That was his mistake, right? It was, this club stinks of sentiment. And I've always said that, right? We are not a ruthless club. This is why I bang on so much, right, about Fergie, right? Now, I don't like Man United at all, yeah? Truth be told, I hate them more than Spurs. And I'll be honest with that. I'll be honest with you. Because me growing up, our rivals were Man United. It wasn't Spurs, right? So the hatred come from that. But one thing I will say, and you got to take your bias, take the bias out of it. The man was a winner, and I love winners. And for me, I've always said, if you want to be the best, you need to pit yourself against the best, right? Yeah. And Fergie was the best. And I'll never forget watching an interview with Piers Morgan. And even he said it was that season, Van Persie going to Man United, right? So he done that little, sketch of basically Fergie ringing up Wenger saying, look, I want Robin, how much? And obviously, coming to a deal, was it 18, 90 million? And then Piers Morgan actually turned around and said, imagine if that was the other way round. Wenger had rung up Fergie to ask about Wayne Rooney, right?
Yeah.
That I'm telling you now, Fergie would have gone into one and hung up the phone. And that is the difference. That is the difference. You know what I'm saying? And that is what I'm saying. That is why Fergie's a winner. He was the manager. Top players. Yep, Stam, Roy Keane, big players. You cross that man once, you're out. Beckham, look at Beckham. Yeah. You're out. Oh, there's one gaff for it. That is me.
Yeah, exactly.
Me, you're gone. I don't care who you are. And Wenger was never like that. And and this is what I'm saying. And one more thing I want to say as well, right, is when we lost 6-0 to Chelsea, and this is another reason why I can't forgive these players, Tel, because a lot of these players are on really good contracts at this club, down to one man, and that is Wenger. Yeah. Now, when Mourinho come out and called him a specialist in failure and all that sort of stuff, right, and it was it was just before we had to go to Stamford Bridge. So I'm assuming these players would have heard all that and thought, boss, don't worry, we're going to go out there and we're going to show him, right? No one talks about our gaffer like that, right? Exactly. We went there till we lost 6-0, right? Exactly. And Ian Wright even said it in an interview. He said, do you know what? If that was me and the boys and a rival manager has slagged off George, do you honestly think we'd have gone there and got rolled over 6-0? We would have gone there. We would have smashed them because no one talks about our gaffer like that. And that is the difference. That is the difference.
Well, I just want to leave on this point. And you're totally right, Oliver. This is what I was trying to say yesterday when we were having a debate. He said, Unai Emery's CV proves that trophies don't always tell the full picture of how a good coach you really are. And you're totally right. And that's what I was trying to say yesterday. Mourinho, he's got a cracking CV, but what's he done in the last 2, 3, 4 years? He got Man United to second place. and with a crap team, great. But who remembers second place? Who's going to remember that in 20 years' time? No one. No one's going to remember that in 20 years' time. And like you said on your CV, Emery had 3 Europa League trophies on a trot. And, he looked good on paper. He come in, he said all the right things at the beginning. I didn't want him as a manager. I really didn't want him as a manager. But, after his first interview he gave and he said he's gone through all the players, all the youth team players and all that, I thought, right, let's give him the benefit of that. Then we went on that 22-game unbeaten run. And I was coming away from them matches, ringing my dad and my brother up saying, we was lucky. I don't even know how we won. We played absolutely shit. But we had Arsenal fans saying, we're going to win the league here. We're going to go to season undefeated again. What a load of rubbish. If you actually watch the games that he played, that we played under Emery, you could possibly say 1, 2, maybe 3 games we were good in. We played outstanding in. The rest of the games, we was absolutely crap if you go back and watch them. He played so defensively. He set us up to go out there and to not lose the game. We was already defeated before we entered the pitch, in my eyes, under Emery. Absolutely crap. Right? This is the difference now we've got. We've got a manager, in my eyes, who, look, he's been under, like I said, he's been under Pep for 3 years. Yes, he hasn't managed. But if you go and watch the Man City documentary on Netflix or Amazon, wherever it was, you will see that even Guardiola himself said that Arteta does all the training. He does all the training. He sets it all up. He does the training. He speaks to the players, and even all the players go on Twitter and used to say how great Arteta was. Sterling.
In all fairness, Tim, they're not going to go on Twitter and say shit, are they?
Even Sterling said, I would not be the player I am at City now if it weren't for Arteta. Even he said that. This is what I'm saying. He's had 12 games, people. Now,
I could show you players who have said the same about Emery.
Oh, I
but
don't know.
Arsenal, but saying that, if you look on the flip side, all right, players have come out and said he's a good. Look, to be honest, right, Emery, I think he's a good coach. I do, right. You can't wing it for that long, right. He's got a good CV tell. Yes, some clubs don't fit some managers, right. The players down tools for him, and let's be honest as well, right? And let's hope and pray this doesn't happen to Arteta. But he didn't get the players he wanted, Till. Right now, everyone is saying about, there's this language barrier, we can't understand him. Well, he was speaking the same language last year when we was on a 25-game unbeaten run or whatever it was.
Exactly.
Why was the language barrier? Why wasn't that an issue then? A year on, his English would have got better, you'd like to think. So it would have been worse back then. But there was no talk of a language barrier when we was on a run.
Yeah.
You got to weigh it all up. Do you know what I mean? Look, they down tools. I don't care who the manager is, right? The players have a responsibility to the club and the fans, right? I keep saying it. All those youngsters, all the kids who save up their pocket money to go and get a shirt and get their surname on the back of their shirts, right? For me, down tools is disgusting. I don't care who the manager is. Do you know what I'm saying? And when I see it, I won't give players a clean slate because I think it's wrong. They've got their kids and their families in the stands, in the boxes. Surely, put a performance on for them if no one else.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Take pride in your work. Come on.
I do agree with what you're saying there to a certain extent. I mean, but how many people are in jobs out there that hate their bosses and they only turn up. Let's be honest, they only turn up to get paid. We all do it. We've all been there. We've all done it. You turn up to a job just to get paid. You don't like who you're working for. You don't like your boss. So that's what happened under Emery. All this players down tools. Yeah, they might have down tools. But if you don't buy into something, right? If you don't buy into something and you don't
take your wages, then, Phil. If you don't buy into it, don't take your wages. Don't accept your wages. If you don't buy into it, don't take your wages.
How many of us do it?
I've worked for bosses I can't stand, Till, but the difference is if I don't go to work, I'm sacked, right?
Yeah.
These players have been comfortable, right, for too long.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
True, isn't it? It's true. So why
I
should
do
it be
agree with
any different for them? Because all they've got to do is down tools. You can't sack 11 players. So,
Yeah.
so the manager is the one who always goes in the end, and it's unfair. That's not. It's not fair, but that's how it is.
But
And this is what I'm
not
saying. If
fair.
they like Arteta or matey, that's fine, right?
But-
Arteta makes a wrong move and he upsets just one player in that camp, and word spreads and they form their little cliques. Arteta's it's over for him.
Yeah.
We've seen it.
I do get that. But don't forget, I mean, we will never know, will we? We will never know unless Arsenal come out or the managers come out. Wenger and Emery and all that, did they actually buy these players or was it the board that bought them? Do you know what I mean? If the managers actually bought them, then they've got no excuses, have they? The managers.
Exactly. And that's the only reason, Tel, why I was so against the Arteta thing, because we're a club that's sinking, right? And for me to give us a club that's sinking to a rookie, and let's be honest, that's what he is, right? He's never been the manager. There is a big difference between a coach and a manager. Big difference, right? It is so risky, and I say if you had a business and it was sinking and you had a chance to get an elite manager, right, who's got a history of success and obviously building clubs, and you know what I'm saying, and your name alone can attract players, right? Big players. Or you give it to a rookie. If it was your business, because I know who I'd give it to. It wouldn't be the rookie. I'd give it to the man, who's got evidence, who can show me evidence on his CV that he can turn this around. Because if he can't, the rookie can't.
That's what we're saying earlier on. With Emery, you would have given it to Emery over someone that potentially could turn you into a great club. Because obviously on his CV, he's got 3 European trophies. So that's what I'm saying. Arsenal itself, I mean, because they did go to Arteta, don't forget. And apparently Arteta turned it down the first time because he said he weren't ready. And then, what they would have done is looked at Arteta, looked at Emery, and that's what they've done. They've gone to Emery and said, right, well, look at your CV. You fit our club brilliantly. You're one trophy.
But Emery's not elite. Emery's not elite, though, Tel. I'm on about elite.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on about elite,
that's what I mean. Look, let's be honest. Who knew Arsene Wenger? Who knew him before we got him? He was managing some club in Japan.
Yeah, no, I get that. No, it's
the managers that was around at the time. Do you know what I mean? When we bought him, everyone looked at each other and said, who the bloody hell was this guy? Where have they got him from?
Yeah. No, I get that. I think what Arsene Wenger had, like this thing about he revolutionised football and diet and stuff like that. It is true. Yeah, of course it is. Listen, he done some great things. The problem was other managers caught up.
Yeah.
Right. They caught up.
He stood still.
They couldn't, reinvent the wheel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, he got soft. I keep on saying it, Tel. I can't see how a man who's tasted success and won trophies, when you have a taste for it, you want more, right? How do you go from that, from being at the top, being a winner, to getting fourth on like the last day of the season and doing a little jig on the touchline as if you just won the league? I don't get that.
Yeah.
Right? I don't get that.
Stan, just quickly before we finish this, I totally agree, mate. He said, Arsenal have taken a huge gamble with Arteta. There's a part of me that loves this ballsy move, but there's also a part of me that worries it could all blow up in our faces. It's exactly what I said. I do believe that he will come good. I mean, that's just me. I do think that given the right players, given a bit of backing, not even if he gets all the backing, but if he gets a bit of backing to get the right players in, 3 or 4 players, I think will make us definitely stronger next year, without a shadow of that, especially the ones that I've said. And hopefully, we can go along them lines. But we never know. We're never going to know. We never know who's going to be right. He's got to have a season at least behind him anyway, no matter what. And we'll go from there. Do you know what I mean? But listen, we've been going for nearly 2 hours now. I want to thank everybody for coming over. Sorry about Anfield Agendas. We were supposed to do live on e-show, but a lot of problems today on the internet. Unfortunately, we had to stop it. So I thought I'd jump on our one and come over. I just want to thank everyone in the chat. Thank you for coming over and watching. Really appreciate everyone that's been in there. Like I said, please go over to Hot Mic, download the app, use our code CBS301, and please, 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 on YouTube and on Hot Mic, just press the like button and share it and subscribe to us. It costs nothing. You know, we do all this out of our own free time. You know, we love doing it, and all we ask back is for, you know, a couple of clicks on your mass, and that is it. That's all we ask back. Thank you, everyone. Diesel, thanks for jumping on with me, mate, at last minute.
No, anytime, mate. Anytime. Listen, any opportunity to do this and obviously talk to you lovely people in the chat, it's a no-brainer for me. Thanks to there's a few new guys in the chat who I've not seen before, so I really appreciate you watching. Yeah. Listen, agree or disagree, you know, we these are our opinions, you know, we tell you how it is. And that's the great thing about football, really. Everyone's got an opinion, you know what I'm saying? Exactly. You know, so, you know, yeah, all I can say is thanks for watching, guys, and I'll always big you guys up in the chat because I love you all. Top people, top guys. Thank you.
Diesel, I want to thank you and all for also, you know what I mean, especially when we're on live, you can obviously got the opportunity of going into the chat and thanking people, and being in the chat while we're live, and you know, I'm doing putting the questions up on the screen and that, so it's great that you're doing that and interacting, so thanks a lot for doing that, mate. And yeah, there's not much left to say apart from Bayern Munich look like they're going to be champions now. Hopefully there'll be a UFC tournament soon. We can do another UFC watch-along. Hopefully, maybe it looks like the Premiership might be back at the end of this, end of June. And then we can get back to discussing and doing watch-alongs of the great Arsenal, the team that we love and hate. Let's be honest, we love them with all our heart, but we hate them for putting us through this every fucking day of the week. So, you know, big up to Diesel and Claude. Thank you, everyone, for watching. And we'll see you soon. Much appreciated.
Love you all. Cheers, guys.
It's time to go.
Time to go!